Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.
Yo, what up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep It a C-No podcast. I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, I got the lefty in the building.
Got Vito.
We got a lot going on. The Super Bowl is amongst us. We got some football to talk about. We had a lot of feedback off last week's episode, so we want to get to some of that. I want to start off in the NFL. Brian Flores suing 3 NFL teams for hiring process. And he also saying that the Dolphins owner offered him $100K per loss in the 2019 season. What's your thoughts on it, Vito?
Now, as far as the $100K per loss, now, me personally, if I'm a coach and he's still a newer coach, I would have took the $100K per loss with a stipulation that I would be the coach for the next couple of years.
Right.
I'm not going to take the $100K and lose and then get fired at the end of the season for having to lose a season.
Right.
You paid me to lose. And what would you say was the other thing about that? About the other teams?
The hiring process.
Well, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and it's I
Basic.
say it's wrong, but you gotta realize at the end of the day, for one, the owner he owns a team. He can hire whoever he wants. He doesn't have to hire
Facts.
you.
That's a fact.
And then, like I said, they're gonna hire people like they relate to, that they're more likely to hire. They're more likely to hire them type of coaches,
Right.
even though they have probably less experience and less know-how. But it is what it is.
My thing always comes back to this is why you gotta tell? Why you got
What you mean?
you trying to say that he offered you, but that was
Nah, you looking at it wrong. You looking at it in the street aspect.
nah. I'm looking at it as work aspect. Period. What I'm saying is that happened in 2019. Now you lose your job.
That's the best time.
Look, now you lose your job. You thought you was going to get a job coach in New York. You find out they going to hire. Now you ready to tell on everything. That's not cool, bro. You should have said something back then.
They do that shit all the time. What the fuck?
Who is this they you speak of?
Them white people that he's suing for the same shit that they do. They do the same type of shit.
Nah,
and you don't look at it no other type of way.
Because even the boy come out, what's his name? Hugh Jackson from Cleveland said they owner did the same thing. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying is,
and he was talking shit.
My nigga, you went 1-15, 0-16. Did you get any of that money, at least, for losing them games?
No, Hugh Jackson didn't get shit.
Man, my thing is this, man.
But you in a losing, you when you go to them type of teams, you're already in a losing situation.
Okay, you always say this is a billionaires boys club, right? So my thing is this. Once you start telling, you know you done. Mm-hmm. You know it's over. So if you should have told from the gun bust then. You don't wait the 3 years down the line and shit looking dark for you.
What you mean? Why would he tell from the gun bust if he was able to still continue to work?
Because to me, it's like you're only telling now because you ain't got no job,
That's
bro.
true.
That's corny.
But at the end of the day, so he has been wronged. So even if it was 2-3 years ago, the wrong still was done to him. So he still has the right to say something. You hear me saying, see something, say something.
Nah, man, that shit not cool, man. It's just like
so you think it's cool for them to do what they're doing to him, but not for him to bring light.
My nigga, he got fired. He had 3 years. He had 3 years over there. They didn't accomplish nothing in 3 years.
But he got fired, and the coach told him to lose.
That was 2 years. That was 3 years ago. That was his first season.
What was their record the year he got paid to lose?
They didn't make the playoffs. But he trying to say
they almost made the playoffs this year, though.
They almost made the playoffs this year. He trying to say that basically they started winning games that first year and they missed out on a number 1 pick. But he also saying though that the owner tried to get them to meet with a quarterback prospect illegally before, and he like, that's tampering. Like he telling, come on, bro, cause you can't get a job.
See, you looking at it. You're
no.
not looking at it in the corporate aspect. You looking at
my
it
nigga. Listen, if we all work a job and we done found this scam where our hours, we supposed to be working 10 hours,
but scamming.
Huh?
Flores wasn't scared.
My nigga, what I'm saying is you was all the way with it at first. You had to been because you kept your mouth shut.
But think about it. If you when you first come into a job and they doing shit that you don't agree with, you ain't got much room to say shit because you knew. But once you got 2-3 years in, you ain't going for that shit because you got a little seniority.
Okay, 19 he was new. 20 he could have said something.
Still new.
21 he could have said something.
He did.
Yeah, after he get fired and can't get it. Come on, man.
Why would he say somebody's
Come
still
on,
working?
man.
That don't make sense.
That's nut shit,
sabotaging
man.
himself. He ain't got enough of a fucking resume to tell why he's still working. He ain't got no winning. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, man. The telling part is like not cool, man.
It's
because
not
you,
telling,
it
man.
is telling because you could have
He's
told
not
that
no
from the gun
fucking
bust.
hustler. He's
It
a
doesn't
corporate
matter.
working
You're
man.
a corporate worker. Somebody came to you with some illegal stuff. You said no. You turned it down, but yet you never revealed it. Now things are bad for
when
you.
they do
Come
you
on,
wrong,
man.
you expose them. What the fuck? It
Nah,
doesn't matter.
man.
So you saying if he didn't get fired and exposed them, it would have been cool.
What I'm saying is either way, his coaching career probably
No,
over.
but I'm saying so if he didn't get fired and he exposed them, would that have been cool?
If he didn't get, yeah. I mean, if you gonna what I'm saying is either way, you're not gonna probably
So
get
why
another
is it
job.
not telling?
No, it's telling. Both is telling. But what I'm saying is,
But what do you mean telling?
why,
Like snitching?
nigga, you telling?
Telling what? The truth? It ain't like they facing a fucking illegal charge. Like somebody can go
My
to fucking jail
nigga,
about
tampering charges, you lose draft picks and
Yeah,
everything.
they get fined.
He basically
The Patriots got fined and lost, but they still won.
but he basically said, since I can't get a job, fuck your whole. Nah, that ain't cool, man.
That's the fuck it is.
Nah,
because they do that. Them old white folks do that type of shit if they get in a situation.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, right? With the black coaches. Black coaches is not enough of us, but the way they look at us is like we not really good at coaching. But here's the thing. Black coaches want jobs so bad that they take the shitty jobs where it's gonna make it look like we can't coach.
That's true, but any coordinator is gonna take any job, black or white. When they trying to get themselves established.
What I'm saying is it's a lot of these brothers like Leftwich. I was surprised. It's probably because Jacksonville got so much side stuff, but I was surprised that he backed out. Because I'm saying is,
and he played for them too.
They're willing to jump on any job because they want to coach so bad, not thinking that.
But you gotta think, as a head coach, you got all the say so. You get a bump in as far as income. You know what I'm saying? And
but what I'm saying is they're not already playing fair with us as far as coaching. So when we go to them jobs in 2-15 this year, 3-14 next year, their excuse for not hiring us is look at every time we put these brothers in coaching.
They're not the only coach that have exposed the team.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the way that the owners always try to make it run is they're picking the coach off of the best coach, right? But what I'm saying is, being as though black coaches really, besides for Tomlin, nobody is in a situation when they get a coaching job where they're going to, most of the times they're going to be losing. So that same white coach take that job, you know, when he get fired in 3 years, he's going to get a job somewhere else down the line. It's going to be harder for that brother to get another job. That's my whole thing.
It's going to be harder for him, but it's a lot of black coaches.
No, I'm not just saying him. I'm saying in general, when they say it's not a lot of black coaches, what I'm saying is the owner's excuse is these people coach better than you. Yeah. But it's because y'all taking messed up jobs. Like if we had two Mike Tomlins, every black coaches that had winning records every year, we probably would, because it's like, all right, they're producing winning teams.
But
you know what I mean?
I give you a flip side. Remember when Avery Johnson became a head coach? He had a winning record. He went to plus everything. He got fired the next year.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people like that in basketball. Mark Jackson.
That's what I'm saying.
But then Golden State turned around and won a chip the next year.
Yeah, but and I'm tired of motherfuckers giving Steve Kerr all that credit. They could have won with me as a coach. They was winning when Steve Kerr was out. They was winning with Luke Walton as the head coach. Yeah. Luke Walton left and went to Sacramento. He got fired because they wasn't shit. It was the team. It wasn't the fucking coach.
But I think it was more so the way the offense was run, right?
The offense was running because you got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Nah, what I'm saying is basically the story that I thought I had heard is like Steve Kerr when he first got there basically eliminated mid-range jumpers. Like he went all analytics, like either you shooting a three or you going to the basket. Like that was one of the things I heard he cut from, and they started playing better defense with Kerr. So I don't know.
But they got older and they got better. Because remember when
that is true
when Klay
too.
first came to the league, he wasn't known as a defensive player. He got better as a defensive player.
Yeah, that's true too. I give you that. So.
I'm just saying, like certain teams can play without a coach.
Yeah, but what I'm saying in the NBA, you got more black coaches and they get jobs more regular. Like it's not like the NFL. So you know what I mean. That's a toe-up situation. So what's your feedback, people, on Brian Flores?
And don't look at it as a street aspect. Look at it as
a job aspect is telling too.
Man, Jim Harbaugh did the same shit when he got fired from the 49ers. And nobody looked at it twice.
I mean, if he did, I mean, that's still telling.
It's not telling, man.
Yes, it is. No, it is so telling, man. No. If you get fired from a job and then all of a sudden you want to call HR and all that shit,
that's
man.
What it's there for.
Nah, man. About? And you want to bring up stuff that happened 3 years ago. Yes. Come on, man. That's telling.
Yeah.
That's telling.
So was Kaepernick telling when he did what he did?
Well, as far as what you talking about?
As far as him exposing all the shit that was going on in the NFL after him taking a knee.
After he got cut, nobody. Yeah, it's still telling, bro.
Come on, man.
Bro, it's still telling. Listen, it's telling, bro.
No, it's not.
It's telling because stuff ain't going your way. Since y'all don't want to let me do this, then I'm gonna tell y'all doing that.
Do people tell when stuff is going their way? No,
not really. No,
so this shit don't matter.
No. Nah, what I'm saying is, if you telling on something at a job, then that means that's something that you wasn't with. So my thing is, you might as well tell from the gun bust. Don't tell 3 years down the line when you get fired.
Is,
come on, man.
You're not gonna tell if it's in your benefit. When it's going against you, you're gonna tell.
Nah.
Like if a motherfucker say, "Yo, if you do this, that, and the third, even though it's against the guidelines of this company, this corporation, but I'm gonna hit you off," you gonna do that shit. But if you come and wind up getting fired for that same shit and say the job, what you're doing is illegal,
right?
And the motherfucking CEO of the company comes out and say, "Listen, what you was doing is illegal." So not only we fire you, we bring you up on charges.
Oh yeah, well you definitely a rat, man. You definitely a rat if you want to.
So they're gonna tell me, "Oh, such and such told me that it was cool to do that."
Yeah,
come on, man.
I mean, most people in jobs gonna do that, but I'm saying it's still telling.
Fuck. I ain't got a problem with what he did. Them boys was on. If he talking especially on some racist shit, I ain't got a problem with what he did.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you felt that niggas if they was on some racist stuff from the gun bust, you should have stated that from the gun bust.
Nah.
Listen,
he did the right thing.
What's the difference from doing it, from stating it the year it happened and the year he got fired? What's the difference? Either way.
The difference is he's no longer working, so he feel comfortable with doing it. Why would he do it while he was working and then get fired for it anyway?
What I'm saying is, longevity, he's probably not gonna get a job again. Period. So what I'm saying,
get another job, but he wound up benefiting from that shit.
Let us know, people. What's your thoughts? Keep it a C note on Brian Flores, please. Season is over. Super Bowl is amongst us. You know what I mean? Your boys are still around. So now that the season is over and it's a lot of hype, Vito. Top 3 quarterbacks in each conference that end the season. Let's start AFC. Who you got?
Let me go to
I know you are. You already had Burrow.
Yeah, of course.
MVP, so I know he's won.
Yeah. No. I had Burrow as far as who was playing the best as when we had the conversation as of now.
Yeah,
I don't think he's the best overall quarterback.
Okay, so this time going into next year, going into the next season, right now, right before the Super Bowl, who's your top 3 quarterbacks?
Well, right now I got Burrow.
At what number?
Burrow is, as far as overall, as the top quarterbacks, I got him at number 3
Okay.
in the AFC.
Okay. Who you got at
Josh
2?
Allen, I got at number 2,
Okay.
and I got Mahomes at number 1.
Okay. All right. Me, I got Josh Allen at 3. I got Patrick Mahomes at 1. And you always say I live in a moment. Burrow right now is the top dog in the AFC.
Listen, see, I like Burrow, and like I said, right when we had the conversation, as of now, he might be the best, but overall, I think he probably the third. But my only thing that I've noticed about him, when the motherfuckers is doubling Chase, he don't be looking all that great.
Right.
Like he gets psyched, but other motherfuckers did come through, so he still be balling, and he played with toughness.
What's your thoughts, people? Top 3 quarterbacks to end the season from the AFC. Let's go NFC, Vito. Who you got?
My number 3, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. My number 2, Russell Wilson. My number 1, Aaron Rodgers.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Okay. So you just
We're not gonna disrespect Russell Wilson just because the team had an overall bad season. Russell Wilson still played good.
Right. Okay. My top 3.
Hold on. Before you go to these top 3, why when I said my guy Jimmy G, you said all that extra shit?
Because there's like 7 quarterbacks in the NFC better than me.
What makes them better then? Are we talking about what, skill? Because as far as skill, Kyler Murray has more skill than him.
Yeah.
But when we talking about the impact on the game, nobody wins more games than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yes, but again, let's not confuse football with like it's basketball. With football, you need more than just one person to win a game.
I'm glad you said that because I have the numbers.
You gotta stop that.
I have the numbers. You know what their record is without Jimmy Garoppolo? 8-27.
I can believe that.
You know what our record is with Jimmy Garoppolo? 35-16.
Okay.
We also got 5 playoff wins, 2 playoff losses, and a Super Bowl run.
Yes.
The year he went out, we got the second pick in the draft. When he came back, we went to the Super Bowl, man.
Okay.
Come on, man. Put some respect on Jimmy G. He's a G. Put some respect on that man's name.
And in San Fran, G stands for gone. Because he won't be here next year.
Hey, he's gone, but he lost in the NFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy G, he win games.
To end the season.
Unlike the nigga you gonna put in there.
To end the season, I got Rodgers at 3. Aaron Rodgers is 3. 2, he's retired, but the end of last season, Tom Brady went out number 2.
I ain't put him because he's retiring, so I ain't even equate him in the situation.
Brady's my number 2. And if we take him out, I would slide Aaron to 2, and Kyler would be 3. Number 1, Matthew Stafford. You gotta go with. I'm going both quarterbacks from the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford is the best quarterback in the NFC.
No, the fuck he not, man. Well, all right, listen. That's your opinion, and I ain't got a problem with it. And that's your team, so I understand slight bias. But why do you say he's the best? What makes him the best?
Right now?
Yeah. And just I understand he's in the Super Bowl, but the best quarterback doesn't always make the Super Bowl. Trent Dilfer.
Well, he already got all the numbers. He was just missing the team.
What numbers?
All the numbers: yards, touchdowns, comeback wins. He got all of them. He got.
What, as far as this season?
As far as in his career, since his career, his accolades is up there. The only thing.
Accolades he got.
He's top nigga in yards. He's top nigga in touchdowns, comeback wins.
Let me explain this to you. Now, comeback wins, I don't know what his far as his comeback win record is, but as far as yards,
he got his. I can tell you precisely. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he got his 35th comeback win against y'all.
Now, with that being said, by no means am I saying Matt Stafford is a bum. I might grind him up and say he ain't shit all the time, but Matt Stafford is a solid QB. But as far as yards, if you play a certain amount of years as a starting QB, you're gonna accumulate yards. He was accumulating yards, and you always say how if such and such, if certain people play for that Lions team, they wouldn't send me a league. We're not gonna act like that Lions team didn't have a good team a couple years. With that being said, he got a lot of yards, but he played a lot of years. He ain't do shit in none of them years until he finally got on a loaded team.
What I'm saying is, Matthew Stafford, if he stayed on Detroit, Matthew Stafford would have been the guy that everybody would have said if he played on a better team, like they say about Barry, like they say about Megatron, because if he stayed on Detroit, his numbers would have still been, he would have retired his numbers all the way up there.
But do you notice the difference between Barry, Megatron, and Matt Stafford?
What's the difference?
And they all played on Detroit. Barry's a Hall of Famer. Megatron's a Hall of Famer. They don't. If they even if they played on a good team, they might have done something. They never say that about Matt Stafford. You don't say, "Oh, Matt Stafford's gonna be a Hall of Famer."
Yeah,
even
but
with him playing with Detroit.
What I'm gonna say to that is, right, Stafford is like Montana was to Rice. Because it's not like Megatron got all those yards with multiple quarterbacks. He got all those yards with Matthew Stafford. So
Okay,
just
so
like you give Montana credit, just like you give Aikman credit for them and call them duos, there's no way y'all leaving Matthew Stafford out the mix.
Aikman was accurate, but I don't think Aikman was.
But I'm just saying, any quarterback, wide receiver duo, if a wide receiver put up numbers and he wasn't playing with journeymen every year, then you gotta say that quarterback is nice too.
No, you don't. No, the fuck you don't. T.O. was the shit. Nobody says Jeff Garcia was nice.
He didn't win nothing with Jeff Garcia, and he kept
What
on.
The fuck
and he journeyman.
Who?
He basically
he
had
played the majority of his career. And listen,
no, not Garcia. What I'm saying
right.
is T.O. played He one of them niggas that played with multiple quarterbacks.
Yeah. So what's your point about that?
He's not like a That's what I'm. Nobody you really can compare. What I'm saying is Jerry Rice got the numbers. Mm-hmm. Everybody's gonna say Montana. You might give Young some credit. Yeah. Michael Irvin, you gonna say Troy Aikman, but it's like and whoever else you want to take as a duo. But it seemed like when we get to Detroit with Megatron, y'all just saying Megatron, but Matthew Stafford not really that good. It doesn't work like that, bro.
Yes, it does.
He don't become a great with.
Yes, it does.
No,
Listen,
he doesn't.
Think about, like I said before on a prior show, the Megatron did other routes, but his most successful route was a go route. So you just throwing that shit, like for example,
it's still
hold on,
no,
let me finish. Of course, it's gonna get there because they got a strong arm. Like for example, with y'all, a lot of that shit, against us, not in the playoffs, but the last game of the season that Cooper Kupp was getting. Stafford was just throwing that shit. Cooper Kupp was gonna get it. That's what the fuck a majority.
No, he leads him. He leads him.
No,
so he catches it and run around.
Caught on fucking specifically. I remember the one he caught on Ward. When he got the first down, y'all was about to score. When he just threw that shit up, and Ward and Cooper Kupp went up and grabbed it, and Ward missed it. The majority of fucking Megatron's successful routes was a go route. He's 6'5". He throwing that shit up, and he going to get it.
Listen to what I'm going to tell you before we get off of this topic.
Stafford ain't that.
Listen, Detroit is a horrible franchise, but even the Lions wasn't that dumb enough to know that. If we keep John Kitna with Megatron, we gonna waste this kid's talent.
Old, man.
We're gonna waste this kid's talent. That's why they went out and got somebody like Matthew Stafford, bro. Stop discrediting him.
I'm just saying, no, you're overcrediting him. He's good. He's not great.
What I'm saying is he's that guy.
No, he's not.
He's that guy that you say.
Aaron Rodgers is that guy.
No, what I'm saying is if he, like again I said, he's one of them guys that if he would have retired with no rings, like some people say it. I've heard people say it about Phillip Rivers. If he had a little bit better team, he would have won
You can't say that about Phillip Rivers because Phillip Rivers had good teams.
But I'm saying I've heard that. So what I'm saying is Phillip Rivers got a chance, even though he was older, he got a chance to go to another team and didn't get it done.
But
you know what I mean?
He's still shining.
What I'm saying is Matthew Stafford always had the numbers. Like niggas used to say Matthew Stafford was patting his stats over there in Detroit.
Ooh, he had a good
I'm
season.
talking about analysts.
He had one good season with. Well, no, he had more than one good season. But I'm saying he had one
no,
season.
But what I'm saying, analysts used to say he was a stat patter.
Analysts? I never.
It'll be on the screen though. But they used to say he was a stat patter. So what I'm saying is, when you got the guy that if he would have retired a Lion with all them numbers and never won a game, you would have been like, maybe if he had a better team. But he actually showing you with a better team what I can do.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So if you actually, he's been to the playoffs with the Lions. So
yes, but he never won.
I don't want to hear that better team shit because he's been to the playoffs.
He's never won. This is the best team he ever played on. Complete team.
The best offense he played on. He don't play defense.
Complete team.
What was y'all defensive rank this year? It wasn't 2?
It'll be on the screen. No, we fell back on our defensive rank from last year.
He had a number 2 defensive ranked team in Detroit. So I don't want to hear that shit.
I said complete team.
Okay, complete team. No, you're talking about names.
Complete team, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Defense, offense.
You got Cooper Kupp is a solid receiver, but you got a name as far as Odell Beckham because you said yourself you don't think Odell Beckham is the same ball, right?
No, he's not.
Okay, none of them dudes is Megatron.
No, but Bobby Woods would have had them same numbers. That Bobby Woods' numbers would have been better than Odell numbers with Matthew Stafford.
And Cooper Kupp numbers wouldn't have been what they are if y'all would have had Robert Woods out there.
It probably would have been like 200, 300 yards.
What's your fucking mind? Why Cooper Kupp numbers wasn't like that when Robert Woods was playing?
What do you mean? Because he didn't play
Robert
with
Woods
Stafford.
was your fucking go-to man.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, the fuck he was.
Okay, since we talking about quarterbacks, shout out Tone. Tone said we need to talk about an NFL player that's a generational talent, but he's not a quarterback. Mm-hmm. Give me one player from the NFL, generational talent, not a quarterback. Who you got?
I got a couple. I got, as far as defense, I got T.J. Watt.
Okay.
I got Nick Bosa.
Okay.
As far as offense, I got Derrick Henry.
Okay.
And I got Deebo Samuel.
Okay. Anything you want to say why or any of that?
Well, as far as I say, as far as the two defensive players, like these guys are difference makers.
Right.
Like they changed the whole aspect of the game on the defensive side. Like you got a game plan. Like it's guys on damn near every team got a game plan. But
right.
You got to change the game plan for these type of guys. Like, you see what T.J. Watt did. He should have broke the record, but it was on some nut shit with that half a sack shit.
Yeah.
Henry. Now, I'm not really the biggest Henry fan. Now, mind you, I know he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
but
he's a bad man.
A motherfucker that big, that strong, and that fast, and is getting that many touches in the season and still doing what he does, you don't see too many motherfuckers. Like all the big running back like T.J. Duckett, Brandon, what's his name for the Giants?
Jacobs.
Brandon Jacobs. They was big bulls, but they ain't had the speed or the toughness he had.
Yeah, he got the total package.
He's a bad boy. And as far as Debo, you see what Debo do. Debo plays running back, receiver. I watched him play quarterback. Debo does everything. He returned some kicks this year.
He cried in the car.
He definitely cried in the car.
I seen that man cry in the car. Shout out Deebo Samuel. Listen, if we talking generational talent in the NFL that's not a quarterback, it don't go no further than Aaron Donald. Come on, man.
Damn, I forgot about Aaron Donald.
You got to be
My
kidding
bad.
me, man.
No disrespect to Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald is the generational talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just seen, we just put something up on a IG story. I think they said since 2017, he got like damn near 150 more pressures than the second person. And he wasn't even first this year in quarterback pressure. So
it was deep. I mean, it was Bosa.
Nah, it wasn't even Bosa.
In fact, it was Bosa to a point to I think like week 15, but he wound up tweaking something and he fell off like the last 2 games.
Yeah, so yeah, that was that.
You know why you gotta give him all the respect. For one, he's an undersized defensive lineman.
Facts.
And most defensive linemen just hold up the offensive lineman, and the linebackers get most of the sacks. For him to be a defensive lineman, an interior defensive lineman, not defensive end, he get a whole lot of fucking sacks.
Yeah. And he got the speed, the
and
power.
And he gets triple teamed at times.
Yep. Yeah, so that's who I got. Who you got, people? Give us a generational talent that's in the NFL that is not a quarterback. Keep the scene over with us. Vito, $1 million question. Super Bowl. Cincinnati Bengals, LA Rams. Who you got and why?
See, now this is tough. I think if Cincinnati can contain Aaron Donald, Cincinnati will win.
Right.
Now, if Cincinnati can't, I got y'all winning.
But my thing is this. I think not only are we going to beat them, I think we're going to smoke them.
Nah, y'all ain't gonna smoke them.
Listen, I'm calling it.
Listen, that's all I'm gonna say is, if they can't contain Aaron Donald, and if y'all got a double Chase, if y'all think y'all just gonna put Ramsey on Chase, that ain't gonna work. Now don't get it fucked up. Ramsey is still that bull, but Ramsey ain't that fast.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Everybody we played this year in the playoffs, their downfall was their offensive line. Cincinnati, their offensive line is horrible too.
Yeah, that's why I said.
You know what I mean? They got the easy pass on that side where they didn't play nobody with a line like ours. Not only do we win and we blow them out, but I got Aaron Donald winning MVP. I'm talking about I got him having a monster game. You know what I mean? So I say we win by at least 2 touchdowns.
I don't know.
I say 34-20. That's my score.
I don't think so. I think they beat y'all probably like 27-21, some shit like that.
All right. What you think, people? Who you got winning the Super Bowl, and give us a score.
And listen, this is what I'm saying. If y'all commit to the run, y'all ass is on fire. That's what I'm saying. Because they got a run game with Mixon. So if y'all commit to the run like y'all did against us, they going to light y'all the fuck up.
I don't know, big boy. I don't know. We will see. But like I said, ring me. Different conversation we going to be having once that boy win a ring. I'm just saying.
No, it ain't going to be no different.
NBA talk. Your boy, Brian. He's saying that he's willing to lead the Lakers to play with his son. When his son come in the NBA, how you feel about that?
I ain't got a problem with that.
Do you want to see him play with his son?
I would rather see him play against his son, but yeah, I would like to see him play with his son.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't really know if Brian got another chip in him. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think playing with his son is going to get him another chip.
Nah, I think he just want to do it just to say he
That's something.
Because he done everything else.
Yeah, has anybody did that?
Play with I know of.
Yeah, he might.
Brothers play together.
Yeah, he might be the first pop to play with his son in the league. But let me ask you though, before we move on, is he done? Is Brian done?
No. I know you've been saying him. Mm-hmm. You can't really tell too much of it. Well, I can say the other day he went for a dunk and he ain't had the same lift, but you don't get the same lift on every dunk because I've seen him this season and he looked like same old LeBron.
Okay, so
the Lakers ain't right, but LeBron still.
Let me ask you this: did you see like maybe a week or two ago where it was this hype where the Sixers were saying they wasn't going to move Ben Simmons to the summertime? Then it started being this rumor that the Sixers was going to try to get LeBron and Kawhi. Did you see that?
For Ben?
No, just sign them in the offseason. They was going to dump Ben off somewhere and then try to go after.
I didn't see that. This is what I got to say. Too many alphas on one team does not work. You can't. First and foremost, I don't think Kawhi wants to play with LeBron because he has the opportunity to go to the Lakers.
Right.
For one. For two, you can see with the Lakers, even though them guys are older, it's still the fact that they're all out. Westbrook, LeBron, Melo, all them dudes are alphas.
This. Listen, to me, to keep it as Cino, LeBron, if LeBron is ball like that, and like he always say, like he calls, like, because he called a lot of shots that's going on in the league. What I would like LeBron to do, because there's been a lot of debate on KG or who started it, I would like LeBron to end the shit that he started before he retired.
How?
Huh?
How would he end it?
I don't care if you gotta jump off a team and just go back to Cleveland and start. I don't care what you gotta do, bro.
He can't go back to Cleveland right now because Cleveland is good.
Well, I'm not just he. What I'm saying is, I would like to see Russell Westbrook one last time have his own team. Yeah. LeBron one last time have his. All of them guys.
LeBron goes gonna be his team.
Yeah, but I'm saying with no other names. Like what I'm saying is,
who would you think? Who would you want to see?
This is why I'm saying that though, Vito. Because what I'm saying, why all these guys is teaming up and all that, they kind of like saving each other. You know what I mean? So when my thing is, nigga, if you want to be out here at 38 and you think like you can play with like Brady does in the NFL to you in your 40s, if you want to be here like 38, then you need to be on your own team and letting these young boys really show you.
Let me ask you the question though. So how were? Because I've noticed, I don't know about you, but most motherfuckers ain't looking at Brady like LeBron. Because Brady did the same thing, going to the Bucks. The Bucks was loaded as far as players.
Yeah,
they had a wide receiver core. They had one of the top defenses.
Right.
And Brady went to that. He specifically chose that team because he could have went anywhere.
Right. No, that team was loaded.
You know what I'm saying? So
that team was loaded.
And,
but
and if LeBron could leave, who would you want to see him with as far as a team with no name? Who could he go to?
Right now, he gotta go to one of them young teams, man.
Like who? Charlotte?
Nah, I don't want to see him with Charlotte just because Mike over there. Up. Just because Mike, nigga, he messing his flow up right now.
He not. Them
nigga,
other niggas,
he messing Russ and them flow up right now.
Russ is fucking his flow up.
Nah.
They rushing him and LeBron are similar players. They shouldn't have been on the same team.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's LeBron team. So Russ is
what I'm saying is, you niggas stop hiding behind other niggas. Everybody get your own team. So you can really know when these young boys start torching you when your team is 12 and something, you'll realize, let me hang this shit up.
Listen, one thing about LeBron, you got him fucked up. Any team he go to is potentially a playoff team. And you can put him on any team in the league
because he's
right
going
now.
GM.
Excuse me. You can put him without adding
no,
nobody.
The fuck he
you
not.
can put him on any team right now in the league.
You give him LeBron.
You got LeBron fucked up.
You give him LeBron.
Who the worst team in the league right now?
My nigga.
Who the worst team in the league right now? Just off the top.
Probably like Houston.
They'd be a playoff team.
No, they would not.
Your fucking mind.
What's your thoughts, people? Could you put LeBron James on Houston right now and they'd be a playoff team?
Think about it. They was only last year. Remember we had this conversation. They was only 20 games out of the playoffs last year. They was the worst team. LeBron could win 20 games by himself.
The old LeBron could, bro.
LeBron is old, and he's still.
Bro, do you be seeing the highlights of LeBron cursing the young boys out for talking shit?
Yeah, I see.
For talking shit to him as they busting his ass. Come on, man.
Yo, I just think about that. He was mad as shit. They was grinding.
Yo, you talking shit? You talking shit?
That was Memphis.
That was multiple times because he did it to the boy from Phoenix too, the boy Payne.
Yeah. But like I said, you put LeBron on Houston, they'll make the AFC.
What you think, people? He had too much to drink. Keep it a C-note with us. What LeBron James make the Rockets a playoff?
Yes.
He tripping. He living. You still in the early 2000s.
The Lakers is like the fucking Houston Rockets. They just got bigger names.
Yeah, all right.
Think about it. Christian Wood.
That's all they got. Him.
Think about it. Christian Wood is right now. He playing better than Anthony Davis.
Christian Woods is probably the best player they got.
Porter, he playing.
They all right. Porter and them. No, then Porter got sent home, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, Porter got in some stuff with them too.
LeBron to bring him back.
Yeah, all right.
LeBron like Roger Goodell. Fuck you talking about?
All right, so last week episode we got a lot of feedback, especially on some of the stuff I was saying when I said people still from Philly and I mentioned Jay and state property. So we got some interesting comments. Shout out John. John comment, he said, Jay wouldn't be where he's at without Beans and state property, giving him street credit, and he definitely wouldn't be where he's at if he didn't steal young Chris Flo. Beans put Jay over the top. Pause. What's your thoughts on that?
Now, as far as street cred, how can somebody give Hove street cred when he was already documented in the streets?
Okay.
Now, as far as he would have been where he's at without state property, we would never know because he had state property. But in my opinion, Jay was already nice before state property came into play. State property, he might have stole some swag from Philly because, let's be for real, everybody steal our shit.
Right.
But at the end of the day, Jay is still nice before he met these guys.
Right.
Beans is nice before he met Jay. A lot of these dudes is nice. Sidebar, I don't think Petey Crack get enough credit because Petey Crack is fire.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I think Jay could have still, maybe I even say, even if he wasn't, matter of fact, I can't even say that because Jay is strategic and he's smart and he makes specific moves. So I can't say he wouldn't have been as big. But my thing is, all state pop guys was down with the biggest artists in the world at the time.
Right.
And they weren't able to capitalize as far as the celebrity, the record sales, the blow, as far as like, just they didn't blow.
They wasn't pushed right.
But I understand that. Like, I agree, they wasn't marketed as far as Jay marketing them, but they had Dame in their corner.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay, I believe I agree with what John is saying, and I don't think I think what he say when he means street cred is because I think, to me, I don't know, and I might be speaking out of context, but to me I think Beans and was more gritty, like say like the Locks and them. Mm-hmm. To me, Jay-Z by himself, he wasn't on that street type shit like that. Like I tell you all the time, Jay just give you slick, witty shit.
Jay is more like, look, I give you an example. Jay and Jadakiss are kind of similar because they'll touch all bases in the course of a song. Beans is more like SP because he's more street.
You know but I don't even think it's like, to me, because Jadakiss, even though they both touch and they both talk slick and they touch lame, like Jadakiss got a natural griminess with him that Jay doesn't have. Jay don't got that grimy. Like even on rough tracks with Jay, it's still cool shit that's gonna. He don't have that grimy side, so that's why I agree, and that's why I think he meant by the street side. Like he needed them niggas to. So when I get this corporate money, I can still have the street self. That's my thoughts. Shout out to my guy Mean. Mean seen the story, IG story, when you saying Bleak was better than a couple of the state
Bleak
property.
You disrespecting Bleak.
Mean's words. Mean said Bleak may be better than Sparks, but the rest will wash Bleak. He said Hove signed them because he needed more help than just Bleak. Bleak just rapped. He never really said anything that would make you want to stop the track to play his verse back.
Now, listen, with that being said, it's plenty guys out here that aren't lyrically that guy, but they make good songs. If any of you niggas go back and listen to Bleak albums like I did, Bleak make good songs. Petey Crack, he's not the best lyrically, but like I just said, Petey is fire.
Right.
Oskino got bars, but all his songs ain't that great. Sparks, he's good. I feel like Sparks is a good boy on the hook.
Yeah.
But he don't make great songs. Neef Buck, he had an album as far as in the streets. Yeah. It was nice, but he don't make great songs. Right. Chris, guys, Spill, he don't make great songs, to me, in my opinion.
Right.
Beans, he got everything. He make great songs, and he got lyrics.
Right.
Free lyrics is, his lyrics aren't have you thinking like, damn, what the fuck did he mean? And then you go back 2 months later and figure out, damn, that's what he's talking about. Free is like he got a plain flow,
but he
make good songs. But as far as his lyric, he's not the best lyrically.
Yeah, but
him and Free in Bleak are kind of similar, but I feel like Bleak make better songs than Free.
No, this is my thing with Bleak. Bleak don't make Bleak may rap better and have better shit than, but I already told you he don't make better songs than Sparks.
What songs does Sparks? Give me one song that Sparks made.
Tales of a Hustler.
Come on, man.
What are you talking about?
Come on.
What I mean by make songs is his hook. Here's my thing with Emilio Sparks.
Oh, before we go any further, have you ever listened to any Bleak albums?
Yes, I've listened to Bleak albums.
And you've listened to a Sparks album?
Sparks, I don't think
songs. And you're telling me
on state,
Sparks make better songs than fucking Bleak?
Listen, if we go song for song with every song that Sparks did hooks on since he's been on Rockefeller compared to Bleak
a song, not a hook.
No, what I'm saying that was my second part about it. Sparks isn't lyrical. Mm-hmm. He's not.
You can still be nice and not be lyrical.
But the thing with Sparks is Sparks knows how to put a hook together, and he knows how to put a verse to complement that hook.
Nah.
Yes, he
No,
does, bro.
I'm not saying, like, as far as a hook, like, if you're basing it on that, give it to me.
No, I'm talking about, like, even if you listen to songs like, what? If I could do it all again. Like, when you listen to shit, come on, bro, stop.
He ain't got nothing on Bleak, man. Stop it, man.
Bro, Bleak ain't got a song better than Tales from the Hustler.
Who's on Tales from the Hustler?
Him. I'm talking about the original.
Tales from the Hustler?
Him and Beans.
Exactly. That's why you saying that. Just him by himself. He ain't got
the hook is a certified banger hook.
Okay, you talking about one song.
And I said Bleak don't have a song better than that.
You crazy.
That's first thing. Secondly, Freeway don't have a regular. Freeway is his flow is the most unorthodox flow that's out there in the rap game.
It is, but I fuck with Free.
He totally original. So him and Bleak is not there.
They is as far as lyrically.
No, they not.
Yes, they are. We ain't talking about flow. We talking about the
him
lyrics.
And Petey is definitely above him.
I think Petey was the hottest out of State Prop.
Oh, above him.
Lyrically, but not song wise.
Song wise too.
What song?
Bro, what
song? Oh God, just spit one out. That's the hottest song.
His John about the jail shit on state property. Been down too long.
Yeah, that was nice.
Come on, bro. Stop.
Come on, man. How many of them Jones they got better than fucking?
Time out. Because
the Jones with him and Mac would be.
I think you're giving Bleak too much credit because all his hottest singles that you're talking about, Jay on them. If you talking about somebody being on,
I'm talking about what Bleak saying on the song.
So you just talking about bars? You're not talking about the song.
I'm talking about the song and with Bleak on the song. What Bleak is saying on the song, like, because as far as making songs, we don't 100%. We don't know. Somebody else could have made the song as far as the hook. Like, I might just be putting my 16s on the song. We don't know who made the fucking hook on every song.
Sparks, all them hooks Sparks said he made.
You're not gonna do that. You don't know that.
What's your thoughts, people? Is Bleak better than anybody in state property?
Yes, I got Bleak over Sparks. I got Bleak over Oskino. I got Bleak over Neefbuck. I got Bleak over Free. And that's it.
I got Bleak over one person.
Who?
Big Face Gary. Get the fuck out of here with the dumb shit, Vito. Stop it.
After this over, I'm gonna put you on Bleak because you just
stop the dumb shit. Shout out Big Face Gary, man. Bleak better than you, Big Face Gary. Next, my man Blade. He said if it wasn't state prop, it would have been Major Figures. He said Major Figures that he stole from. He said he tried to sign Dumb before the prop.
It wouldn't happen because Gilly wasn't going for it. Gilly just told the story.
Yeah, I know.
They was trying to lowball him, and he went with it.
Your fellow 49ers fan, Sheed, he said Jay nice, but without beans in him, it wouldn't have been no rock, and he couldn't even mess with Nas, in my opinion.
That's his opinion.
Yeah, that's what
Sheed. Only credit I'm giving Sheed is the 49ers. So other than that, he done lost his fucking mind. Sheed, what the fuck is you talking about, my man?
Sheed, I agree.
All I can say is Jay was Jay before the state property. State property was nobody before Jay.
So Vito, what's that we drinking?
Well, 1942.
Shout out to 1942. Look, I feel like media today because we actually got sources now.
Okay.
Because of last week's episode, we got a source that hit us up, anonymous source, said, yo, Give It To Me ain't the only John Jay took from them boys.
Okay.
And he named Johns. He said that Jay took Excuse Me Miss from Young Chris.
I agree.
He said he took Do It Again from Beanie Siegel, which was Beanie Siegel's song. What was the other one he said? Was it another one?
The Sparks Jones?
Yeah, the Sparks Jones. So, the question I will ask you and everybody, these songs, if Jay doesn't take these songs from state property, does it change their position in the rap game at all?
Okay, now this is my question to you. Now, do you say he doesn't take these songs, he lets them have their songs, but he's not on them? Is that what you mean? Or same songs, but he's still on them, but he puts them on the song.
I don't know how Excuse Me Miss work, but what I'm under the assumption is that Do It Again was Bean's song. They both was on it, and Jay just took the song.
Okay.
So my thing to you is Do It Again. Excuse me, miss. If excuse me, miss, because the misconception that I told you, Vito, is don't think that Give It To Me was just Jay-Z. What's that, Pharrell, right? That's the Neptunes. When they was on they like had that shit on the Cobra Club.
All right, but listen, what I'm saying to you is, let's say the Neptunes produced the beat and Pharrell wasn't on the actually saying nothing.
But you how you going, just because you take Jay off, you want to take everybody off. Excuse me, miss.
No, this is what I'm saying is the song is a hit because of Jay. The song is not a hit because of Pharrell or Beans.
What I'm saying is, excuse me, miss, with Pharrell beat and Pharrell's hook at that time.
Okay.
If that was Young Chris' song, that was a hit, bro. You can't tell me that.
I listen. I can't say it wouldn't be a hit, but you can't say it would be a hit because we've seen Chris, all the State Property guys, make songs with or without Jay, and not all of them were hits. So you can't say if you take Jay.
Yeah, but we're talking about Give It To Me. Excuse me, miss. Do it again.
Listen, I always said Chris, since I feel like he got the concept of that song from Chris' prior song. I feel like Chris should have been at least on that song. But my thing is, they were signed to Jay, and they didn't capitalize. Even if Jay didn't push them, and Jay wasn't on songs with them, and he was on songs with a lot of them. My thing is, they didn't capitalize with being from the Rock like they should. They did. Because they was getting to some money, but I feel like they should have capitalized more.
Listen to what I'm going to tell you, Vito. Do It Again would have been Bean's first single off The Truth. An album that it went gold, I believe. Okay. But it'll be on the screen.
Mm-hmm. I think it did go gold.
Right. Jay put the song on his album, it did 3 mil.
But it ain't, so you're saying it did 3 mil because of that song?
No, the album, what I'm saying, the album did 3 mil. What I'm saying is, we looked it up. Do It Again would actually be Bean's second biggest hit.
And it wasn't even on J Top 10, so you do the math on that.
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying, that's what my whole thing was.
That's what I'm saying. So that song ain't the reason why J album sold 3 mil.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, you give a up-and-coming artist, you let an up-and-coming artist have his song, that song right there, that's a good song for him to come out with.
That is. But this is what I'm saying about that as far, like, Do It Again. If you put that same song on Beans' album, there's no guarantee Beans' album is going to sell more songs because Beans got songs on his albums with Jay-Z on it, and they still only went gold.
Let me ask you a question, right? And I'm gonna give you partial answer first before I give you the question.
Before you ask me that question, just let's ask this since you said we looked shit up. What was Bean's biggest song?
His biggest song?
Yeah.
That he was on?
Yeah.
Rock the Mic.
Exactly, a song without Jay on it. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah, Rock the Mic was, but me and you went back and forth. But what I'm gonna say is, before I ask you the question, what I'm gonna say is, the last single I believe off Beanie Siegel, The Truth, was Remember Them Days with him and Eve. Mm-hmm. What was the first single?
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, you would have remembered Do It Again. That's what I'm telling you.
I wouldn't have. That shit was so long ago.
You would have remembered Do It Again,
I remember the best song to me on the album was What's Your Life Like?
Right.
What else? Damn, what's the other one?
Do It Again was a
the
club
joint with him and Scarface.
Mac and Brad.
The joint with If I Die.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite songs on there. They ain't got nothing to do with the singles.
What I'm telling you is the singles change everything, bro.
Listen,
look what happened, right? I agree with you. That song maybe doesn't push Jay album to sell 3 million. You right? But then what happens in turn? Beans doesn't have a single when his album about to come out. So what does your guy Jay do then?
What you mean? Beans had plenty of singles on it.
No. Do you know what Jay did to push the album?
What did he do?
You remember the song Anything?
Not really.
I'll do.
Yeah.
Jay threw that song on The Truth as a single before it came out.
Was it on Beans' album?
Yes, it is. Look it up. Look it up.
Jay-Z song, ain't it?
Yes, Jay-Z by himself. So this is the shit I'm telling. Look at the shit I'm telling you. He take the song.
Truth album.
Yes, the Truth album. It's the last song. He take his single, which would have been his first single from his album, which would have been a big hit, and then leave Mac without no single. And instead of coming up, all right, we'll make another song. He said, no, I'm gonna just put a single on your album again. And come on, man.
I'm gonna look it up.
Come
before
on,
I
man.
make my statement.
According to Wikipedia, The Truth is the debut album by rapper Beanie Siegel.
That shit is that boy crazy, man. Jay-Z, I need
Okay,
that.
yeah, it is on.
Yeah,
there.
I know.
So you could look at it like this. Maybe you could look at it like he on some extra shit, or you could look like he helping Mac out by putting one of his songs on there.
You gotta try to make it right. After you gave him a throwaway song, you gave Mac a throwaway song because you took the bigger song from him. You stripped him to Do It Again. You say, damn, he don't got no radio single. Or and it was an Annie.
Didn't come out. That wasn't no radio single as far as Mac's album.
That was a radio single. Anything was a radio single. Yes, it was.
Listen,
listen.
Hold on, before you go further. We both already established that you don't listen to it, and I do. I don't remember this being a radio single.
Listen, and it's documents, right? It's documented that Jay-Z said that anything he said he was just trying to duplicate the anything because the Hard Knock Life because it was. But he said that was a bad joint. He admits that was a bad joint, but that's what he gave Mac. That shit brick, bro. You can't make excuses for shit like that, bro.
What's the excuse I'm making?
That nigga taking nigga songs. You listen,
he's not the only guy that ever
Do It
took
Again.
Somebody's song that was under him.
Mac debut album. If his first single was Do It Again, and by the way, his third biggest hit that he's been on is Mac Bitch. All club songs. Mac shit was all. But if you give Do It Again, like I said, you're right. He probably don't go to platinum. But he might probably go from 500 grand sold to 750. You know what I mean? We never know. But in turn, Do It Again becomes more popular, which in turn, when Rock the Mic comes out, it'll make that song bigger. You see what I'm saying? Because Beans is bigger off the Do It Again and all. Yes, bro.
I don't.
Yes, bro.
Well, I say I don't believe that because at the time, Jay is the biggest artist in the world.
Yes, and he's on the song.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. He's on plenty of songs with these guys.
We're talking about radio songs.
Plenty of radio songs. He's on.
What else?
He's on songs with Free and Bean. Free got a song that is his song on his album, and Free shit didn't do numbers.
Free shit was mismanaged.
See,
like
hold on, you talking about making excuses? That's what you're doing
right
now.
Bro, listen to what I'm saying. I sent it to you, right? Jay full of shit. Jay say, he say 4 months before 50 Cent came out, he said he told everybody, drop your music and this, that, and the third. But I sent you that it was bullshit because we know before Wankster came out, 50 was bubbling with the mixtapes, right? Yeah. Freeway, even though What We Do Is Wrong dropped in September 2002. The album didn't come out to damn near March, the end of February. 5 months later, 50 Cent's not only dropped Wankster in that time when Free was hot. Even though What We Do Is Wrong take off, 50 come drop Wankster in the club, his album, and then Free drop. That's mismanagement, bro.
Let's do some math on that. If 50 dropped, what 50 dropped first?
Wankster, which wasn't on the album. Okay. That Wankster came out.
Was on his album.
It originally was on 8 Mile soundtrack.
Yeah, but it was also on his
album.
Right,
but it was what I'm saying is
did you do the math? Wankster went crazy.
Wankster November.
Shit didn't go crazy.
Even though What We Do Is Wrong was one of the biggest street Johns out at that time.
Yeah, but it ain't go crazy like Wankster.
Wankster didn't really go in the club. Went crazy.
It went crazy.
What I'm saying
because of the buzz from Wankster.
Not just that. We already seen Free biggest hit is Flip Side. Yeah. Even though What We Do Is Wrong, but after a 5-month hiatus, right? Mm-hmm. He dropped in September. Even though What We Do Is Wrong, that shit popping. Right. Nothing. 50 comes still the whole wave. Free and them dropped the next single is All Right, something that don't even make the charts. It never even charted or nothing. So that was a throwaway. Then you come back with Flip Side. Right? So you do all of that, not to even mention it. One for Petey Crackin', two's for Ring the Alarm. All that shit was supposed to be on Philadelphia Freeway that wasn't on it. Like, you totally mismanaged Free, bro. Free should have took off.
I mean, record, wasn't Dame the one doing all the shit for the state property? Not Jay. Jay was concentrating on himself.
Bro, see, that's what I'm talking about.
No, that's what I'm talking about. You're giving
they
all
were-
the discredit.
they were,
Hold on. You're saying all this shit is Jay's fault when first and
No.
foremost.
My thing was this.
Hold on. First and foremost, Dame is the one who signed these guys for one. So he's the one putting all this shit together. Jay is still an artist at the time.
For the record, Jay, Dame, and all of them had to sign off on Mac to sign.
I agree. But at the end of the day, like you said, Jay is an artist. So he's doing his thing as far as
but
an artist.
again, I'm glad you say that because my whole thing was the whole debate last week and the whole thing we've been talking about today was Jay-Z taking and using them niggas and them kicking them to the side. And that's basically, you could say Dame this or Dame that, but no, Jay-Z did that because just like you say Bleak got more hits, because me and you had a conversation off air, just like you see Bleak got more hits, Jay all over Bleak album. And Bleak
That's
is
his fucking man.
it
What
doesn't
are you talking
matter.
about? It does matter.
You the same one that always say business is business and don't look at it on no street shit.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If I grow up with you compared to some dudes from a whole other state, of course I'm gonna put you as number one priority over these niggas. I don't even know these niggas. They brought these niggas in. I'm gonna put you number one priority.
Well, never mind. We're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that out from what the source said. But yeah, I think it's good to make Dame the fall guy. It's easy
Not a
to
fall
make,
guy. What I'm
make
saying
Dame
is,
the fall guy.
this is my man from day one. We grew up with him. So even if you say you feel like these other niggas is better than him, I'm gonna put him number one priority because this is my man.
No,
These dudes, I don't know these dudes till they just came along. Mac is better than Bleak.
To me from the outside looking in, when you see all the shit that transpired, right? Bleak was winning. Then Beans came along. Then Steak Prop came along. Then Bleak got his own homies. They was corny as shit, right?
Who? What you mean? Like who? You talking about artists?
Yeah, the H Money Bags and them niggas, they was corny as shit. Remember that when they had...
I remember.
All right, so to me, because you right, a lot of that shit even they give Dame the credit for. So to me, the way that shit unfold, I wouldn't surprise if you putting the extra oomph into your Brooklyn artist just on the strength because that's your man and you trying to make it look good like he really has talent and it's not just on the strength that he's my man. You see what I'm saying?
No. Who else did they have? They didn't have nobody else.
He didn't jump. How many radio singles he got? We looked at Bleak album. Most of his radio singles was with Jay-Z. What I'm saying is we just named 3 songs that Jay took from state property members. Is That Your Chick? He gave Bleak that song. He took from the Philly niggas. He gave to his homie.
Like I said, that's his fucking homie. Why wouldn't he help his man out?
Bro, I think
What is you talking about?
Nah, bro.
That's the like if you grow up with a nigga and y'all getting money together, you're gonna look out for
You know why?
other niggas from another neighborhood.
You know why I say I think it's just the way I said it? Because if that was the case, even like, we always say Jay say some slick shit, he's a millionaire. But Bleak is out right now doing the same fucking clubs with Beanie Siegel and them. So all that, he's a millionaire and all that boy, like all that is just, it sounds good. That's why I say... You lost?
Yeah, I'm lost. Cause what the fuck are you talking about?
What I'm saying is, I believe is more so what I said, that he's giving Bleak the extra push, giving him songs and all of that, to make it look to Dame and them. Like,
why does he have to make it look good for Dame and them?
What do you mean, why?
Why? That don't even make sense.
Because at the end of the day, Dame is running around taking to me, it's like an ego thing. Dame running around taking all the credit for, putting shit together. So he trying to show he can put, because at one point in time after Volume 2, he was supposed to retire and just focus on having artists and all of that. But I don't think he never was good at that. So I don't think
Good
he
at
never.
what?
I don't think he never actually went there.
He wasn't good as what?
With artists.
Rihanna, Kanye West.
Nigga, he didn't sign Kanye West. He didn't sign Kanye West. Dame did.
Okay, he got Rihanna though.
Okay. Yes, but
Hold on. And for the record, Rihanna is in like as far as I think like top 5 and #1 hits. Come
my
on, man.
nigga, listen to what I'm saying.
When nobody knew nothing about Rihanna.
Time out, though. When he signed Rihanna, we not going to act like we didn't know. See, that's what don't get stuck in. We didn't know about Rihanna.
So
that
I
don't
can't
mean
speak about nobody else.
yes. That's first thing. But what I'm saying is, you pointing the finger at Rihanna. What about everybody else he signed that
Who
was
else
at
did
Def
he
Jam that flop?
Who else he signed that
What do you
flop?
mean? Ghostface, The Roots.
You talking about Ghostface and the Roots that were already
It
established?
doesn't
Hold on.
matter. We're talking about.
Hold on. You talking about established artists that were on the back end of the career.
Bro.
Rihanna was still young. He signed her, and look what the fuck she did.
Bro, Rihanna makes
Come on.
pop music. Rihanna with his.
She
It
didn't
does.
make pop music from the gate.
What the fuck
It
did
only
she
became
make?
pop music because she
made,
became the shit.
Bro, she made pop music from the gun
No,
book.
she
What I'm
fucking
saying
made,
is anybody
she made reggae fucking music.
anybody that
What
was
you talking about?
anybody that was there at Def Jam would have signed Rihanna, she would have took off.
But they didn't. You know what? Motherfuckers had opportunity to sign Rihanna, but they didn't.
Okay.
He did. He seen something in her, and she ain't pop till he got her. Cause she had an album before he came into play. And once he came into play,
Bro,
she
he
took the
jumped
fuck
on
off.
her wave. If you go and
I don't care.
I sent
He
you.
jumped on her wave, but him jumping on her wave helped her take off.
No, the
because
fuck
she
you
was the
didn't.
artist.
She
before
already took off.
How?
Her fucking when she had that Unfaithful single,
No,
she
she
took
didn't take
off.
off to Umbrella. What are you talking about?
Bro, she got bigger. The nigga Unfaithful made her known. What are you talking about?
She didn't take off to
No,
Umbrella.
she sold a lot more records.
That's her
but,
biggest song.
Yeah, but you're not gonna say biggest song means that it just
sold
sold the most. But
exactly.
But
She
what
didn't
I'm
take
saying,
off to Umbrella.
my nigga, you gonna act? We not gonna act like
What song you say?
Unfaithful.
Unfaithful.
Yeah,
So
the
you
John where she talk about I don't want to be a murderer.
Are you talking about the Bob Marley remix?
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, you
bro.
don't, because I'm
I'm talking about Unfaithful by Rihanna. That was the song that put her out there. Some people would say it was SOS too. But Jay didn't come on Rihanna on that first. He wasn't on that first album, bro. And even with Jay-Z, even when you look at it, I sent you the list. That's why I said riding waves. It wasn't about talent. It was more about riding waves because I sent you the list with all Jay-Z biggest hits, and mostly all of his biggest hits got Rihanna on it. So who benefited out of that shit but Jay? Come
Okay,
on, man.
Jay benefited, but how do you say Jay is already Jay? Rihanna wasn't nobody till
My
Jay.
nigga, what I'm saying is once Rihanna had that first album come out, hey, she was she was in the mix, bro. That's all I'm saying. So,
Unfaithful came out in 06.
yeah, and Umbrella came out like 07, 08. So, while he looked that up, people, let us know, Super Bowl.
Umbrella came out in 07, and that's when the fuck she took off. Fuck is you talking about?
This boy done lost his mind. He always goes to the left, people. We definitely about to get out of here because it's 1942. It's running through me. You know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, from now on, we going to start posting, some of you guys' comments, some of you guys' DMs. It's all love. Keep hitting us up. Keep showing us love on IG, Facebook. As always, I am your boy Brown. And you got anything, Vito, before we leave? My bad.
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
I'm trying to hurry up and get to the Super Bowl. My nigga, my bad.
You trying to go to the bathroom, nigga? Fuck.
That's the Super Bowl. As always, I'm your boy Brown. To the left of me, I got
Vito.
Please tell a friend to tell everybody. Keep the C note. We'll holla at y'all.
Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like.